This is Galatians 5:14. For all the law is fulfilled in one word, even in this, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
And man, honestly, me, I love him more than myself, man, because I try to put everything to my brother. And I try to put my brothers before I put myself. You know, I try to make sure my brothers have something to eat before I eat. You know, I eat a lot, but still, I'm gonna make sure, hey, I'm gonna let my brothers go eat first before I eat, because I know that. You know, I try to think about things like that. I try to put my brother before I put myself, because you don't want to be selfish in this thing. That's the worst thing you can do, is be selfish. It's to have some knowledge and to withhold it from these people on this side, to withhold it from these brothers. Because we all out here trying to do one thing, and that's trying to preach the word and trying to wake up the elect. So why would you withhold knowledge? Why would you withhold something that would be beneficial to another brother? Because we all trying to build up in the spirit. You trying to build your other brother up. Can you get iron sharp iron? Come. You trying to help your brother build you trying to help brothers build up in this thing.
God. But if ye bite and devour one another, take heed that ye be not consumed one of another. This I say then, walk in the spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh.
You gotta walk in the spirit. This thing is spiritual, man. So you gotta think of brotherhood as a spiritual thing. You gotta lift each other's spirits up, man. You gotta be spiritual. You gotta make sure that brother's spiritual, as well as yourself being spiritual. If you see a brother and he doing something wrong, you gotta rebuke him. I remember when I first got in this camp, man, I was getting my ass towed up. I was getting rebuked left and right. But did I get mad? No, I took it cheerfully. And what ended up happening? I became a better brother because of it. And I'm thankful for that, man. Because it was through the spirit at the end of the day. And that's another thing, man. Taking charity is another thing. You got to be able to accept charity, and no matter what type of form it is. I know a lot of Jake got a lot of pride to him. Say, hey man, nah, I'm good, man. If a brother's trying to do something for you, ain't got no money. You know, Jake try to tough it out. Say, nah, man, I'm good. You know, Jake be hungry, be sweating in the break room. And you got 2 burgers, you say, hey, bro, here you go, man. Hey, nah, I'm good. Jake be sweating like a mug. But Jake know they want that burger because they be looking at it.
You can see his ribs through his shirt.
Yeah, you can see his ribs. You know, Jake see the little tomato poking out the burger. He say, nah, I'm good, man, I'm good. He'll double take at it for a little bit. Nah, man, you gotta take, man. You gotta be humble, man. You know you hungry. Take that burger, man.
Yeah, money too, man.
Yeah, man.
Tight. You got $2 in your pocket. You know you don't want to be a burden, but man, hey, you gotta do what you gotta. That's what a brotherhood is for, man. Now you know you don't want to be excessive with it, but everybody get low, man. You know that's what the brotherhood is for.
Yeah, man. Jake lived 30 miles from camp. He got $2 in his pocket. And his gas tank on E. He say, nah, you know what? I can tough it out, man. You know, I got a Honda Civic. You know, it get 30 miles to the gallon. I think I'll be all right. Nah, man. Suck it up, man. You gotta be a brother. You gotta say, you know what, man? These brothers got my back, and if I had it, I'll give it to them brothers, man. And you gotta suck it up, man. That's part of being humble. You gotta be humble in this thing, man. Faith and hope. You gotta have faith, and you gotta hope that you being humble and you being a brother help you get up and help you seal yourself in the elect. Go ahead, man.
This is Proverbs 27:17. Iron sharpeneth iron.
Iron sharpeneth iron.
So a man sharpeneth the countenance of his friend.
The man sharpeneth the countenance of his friend. That's why I would rather, but honestly, myself, I would rather live with a brother than anybody else. Why? Because you gotta make sure that brother's accountable, and that brother gotta make sure you're accountable.
It brings you up on a level, man.
It brings you up on a very high level, man. Because when I first got into the truth, I was living with a woman, man, and I was struggling. I dropped that woman, I started living with these brothers. This brother and this brother over here. Man, I've been growing ever since, and my growth has never stopped. Lord willing, it never stop. Lord willing, I can continue to grow.
That's right.
Your brothers be chilling over here too, man. You go over their party, you be like, oh my goodness.
Yeah,
it's so nice over here. Yeah, you want to take off your shoes and everything, man. It just feels like a place that's peaceful, man.
Yeah, and
you can tell them brothers get along over there, man. It's a peaceful atmosphere, man. You want to go there all the time, man.
Yeah, and I extend my hand out to every brother in the camp. Say, anytime you want to come over, man, I don't care if you want to come over at 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm gonna be up, and we gonna chill. If Lord willing, I gotta go to work in the morning, but we gonna chill. No, I'm not gonna deny my house to any brother in this camp, man. You know, and if a brother offends, or if a brother doing something in your house, or you doing something, you gotta tell him. Cause closed mouths don't get fed. You gotta open your mouth. You gotta say something. Because what is secret love over open reproach? You just gonna see a brother doing something, you gonna sit there and be quiet. You gonna say, ooh, he know he shouldn't be doing that.
That actually fits perfectly what you're saying. This is 1 Timothy 5:20. Them that sin rebuke before all, that others also may fear.
Exactly. So you gotta rebuke that brother. You gotta tell that brother, hey man, you going off. Regardless of how small or how big it is. Regardless if the brother went and go run on the Sabbath or if he's smoking a cigarette, you gotta tell that brother about himself.
Okay.
Say, man, you going off, man. You need to chill. Or did you not know? Or what's going on, man? You can't be all proud with it, because Jake sometimes can go extra with it. Hey, man, you need to chill, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hey, just you gotta find a way to do it. Hey, bro. You know, hey, man, it's the Shabbat tonight, man. I don't think you should have been running, bro. You know, just be more circumspect about it. Say, hey, man, you running on the Sabbath, man. You going off, man. The Lord gonna kill your ass. Nah, man, that ain't necessary, man. You gotta be humble with it, man. Like I said, you gotta chill with it, man.
You gotta let brothers grow too.
You gotta let brothers grow, because everybody grows at a different rate.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, say for instance, somebody come out here, he edged up, he lined up. You alright, man, you edged up, bro? What you doing, bro? Nah, build your brother up, man. He coming up here, he's a lost soul. Eventually, the Lord will put your spirit on it to where he'll get rid of that edge up the Lord's dealing with.
Okay.
At first, build your brother up.
Okay.
It's perfect that you said that, because different brothers have different stumbling blocks, man.
Hey, man, I ain't gonna lie, it took me a long time to start getting edged up, man. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I know a lot of brothers like that, being subconscious or whatever, you know, trying to look cute for them hoes. Eventually, the Lord put spirit on me where, you know, I stopped getting edged up, man. I feel good about it, man. But I had brothers around me that were merciful, man, that built me up in the truth. Like, you know, say, bro, you can't be doing that. To where I felt convicted enough, and then there was examples, right? I was to where eventually I was convicted enough to where, you know what, I'm gonna stop getting edged up, man. You know?
About to say this, if you go back to the Proverbs, iron sharpeneth iron. That word sharpen in the Hebrew means to be alert or to be keen. And if you look into that word keen, it means to be of a higher understanding or a higher intellect. And that's what being in this truth, that's how you got to be. You can't be like these simple-minded people. So if you see your brother going off, you don't want him to be like them simple-minded people just walking around, you know?
Okay.
Since you said that, bring out Hebrews 4:1. I want this brother to get it since he said something.
Okay.
But no, he's right, man. You gotta make sure that your brother's on the same accord, man. You gotta make sure we all on the same page. Now, like I said, we all on different understandings. We may be of different ranks, but we all pushing the same vibration. We all on the same vibration. And what is that? To live out these scriptures as we walk these scriptures in our daily life, and we sharpening each other as brothers. Did you have something that you wanted?
Yeah, I did.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, this is Hebrews chapter 4, verse 1. Let us therefore fear lest...
Hold on, please. Let she slip.
No, it's 2.
2 and 1. 2 and 1. Yeah.
I thought you was thinking that.
Hebrews chapter 2, verse 1. Therefore we ought to give the more earnest heed to the things which we have heard, lest at any time we should let them slip.
You should let them slip. You don't want to get caught slipping out here, man. Especially here in America, this is the worst place to get caught slipping. You don't never know where you're going to end up. Especially down here in Dallas, because niggas is grimy down here. You know? So you got to be glad that you have brothers watch your back, man, because we come from all different walks of life. So different brothers got certain street smarts that you may not have. You know, some brothers may come from suburbs, some brothers may come from hoods. You know, so that's the balance of this thing. That's the good thing about a brotherhood, is that we all different pieces of the puzzle, but we all come together for a beautiful picture.
That's right, bro.
So we picking each other's brains. We're trying to figure out, okay, like, all right, so dang, I kind of got confounded what I was going to say, but still, you know, you got to just have that paints a perfect picture. So that makes a beautiful picture when you got different brothers from different walks of life. Because a brother can give you advice on something that you're going through. That brother probably went through it 20 years ago.
This is 1 Corinthians 12 and 4. Now there are diversities of gifts, but the same spirit.
Diversity of gifts, but the same spirit. You know, like me personally, I like food. This brother's really good on current events. This brother's good on current events. A lot of these brothers are good on current events. Some of these brothers are good on prophecies. Some brothers, like the brother Ariel, is good on doing algorithms. Joshua is good at breaking down the milk. I mean, brothers bring different weapons to the table. But when we combine our weapons together, it's like Power Rangers. You got different Power Rangers, but when they came together, make that big ass robot, when nobody's stopping them.
God.
Why? Because that robot was versatile. That robot had an answer for every attack that you had for it. You try to attack it from the back, he had lasers in the back that was gonna shoot you. You try to do a frontal assault, the robot had a sword and was ready for you. You know, so that versatility can make a powerful weapon. And you need that powerful weapon against these scoffers out here, man. Because these scoffers gonna outnumber us every time. Because we going against the world. And to us, the whole world is scoffing against us. Because it's only 144,000 of us that's pushing out this truth.
That's right.
And there are differences of administrations, but the same power.
The same power, differences of administration. It's all meant to help you at the end of the day. It's all meant to wake up the elect. No matter if I'm going into a lesson about food, or if he's going into a lesson about prophecies, or if another brother's going to a lesson about current events. It's all meant to wake you up. It's all meant to get you out that sleeping state that you in right now. It's all meant to bring you on a higher level than what you on right now.
And there are diversities of operations, but it is the same God which worketh all in all.
The Lord's working with everybody. So even though that brother may do a certain sit down or do certain types of sit downs, the Lord's working with that brother where, okay, I need this brother to push out prophecies. I need this brother to wake up Israel about what they're eating about this food. I need this brother to let people know to connect the scriptures to current events. The Lord's working with everybody. There's different operations going on, but it's all the same spirit. Because we're spread around everywhere.
Right.
So we got different brothers talking about different things in different places, just trying to reach the elect at the end of the day. Like I just found out the other week, it's about 4 or 5 camps in Canada. It's about 4 or 5 camps in Canada. That's a beautiful thing. So this word is reaching out to everywhere. So you never know. Those camps in Canada can reach out to Asia.
That's right,
Asia to Africa. It can go everywhere, across all 7 of the continents. We might have brothers in Antarctica before this thing's all over with.
And we got brothers in Alaska.
Got brothers in Alaska.
God.
How would that brother have known?
Why?
Exactly. Through different operations. If the word wasn't pushed to Chicago, if the word's not pushed to Chicago, how that word can go from Chicago to Detroit, Detroit to Dallas, Dallas to Boston. It can travel everywhere. You know, so it's kind of like a main line, and we establishing different camps everywhere. And then the establishment's not stopping till the elect's woken up.
But the manifestation of the Spirit is given to every man to profit with all. For to one is given by the Spirit the word of wisdom, to another the word of knowledge by the same Spirit.
By the same Spirit. So the Lord's working with them, even though they may come out, even though the word may come out differently. I know I preach differently than a lot of these other brothers, but we got all the same Spirit.
That's right.
We're trying to push out the same thing.
That's right.
We're trying to wake up the elect at the end of the day.
God.
And it all goes back to charity. You know, you accept another brothers that ain't different gifts. No matter how diverse it is or how different it is. If that brother's bringing something to the table and it's profitable, why not let it come out?
Is that it on that?
That's actually more, but if you want to go some
No, did you have something?
I'll come back and get it. I know ZJ got something.
did you have something?
Yeah, I got something.
Go ahead.
Sirach chapter 6, I'm going to start at verse 13. Separate thyself from thine enemies and take heed of thy friends.
Separate thyself from thine enemies. Now your enemy is not the people that you think, oh man, this dude, I hate this dude at work. This dude get on my nerves. No, the enemies are the people of this world.
That's right.
Why are they enemies? Because they don't follow this doctrine. They're not trying to live their life according to these scriptures. They're living their life according to this world. So therefore, they're your enemies. You can't get along with them. You got to separate yourself from them.
Cool ass.
Yeah, exactly. Even that cool nigga at the bus stop.
Yeah, man, because Jake is so crafty. He'll try to keep you as a friend, send you text like, hey, man, you know, I'm reading Corinthians right now. Just trying to get my spirituality together. You be like, come on, brother. Come on, brother. You know, hey, I'm glad that you see that. But what does the scripture say? Though he go crouching himself, take good heed, man. Man, watch a nigga, man. Now, I'm not saying that you should shun that person. Hey, you might have somebody in the world that knows what you do, and you're still cool with. But then you have to always handle that man with a grain of salt, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's right, Doc.
I had somebody in my life that be hitting me with that shit, man. And you know, back 2-3 years ago, or when I was this brother's age, you know, I would have been like, oh man, he trying to get into the truth. I would have got pumped up. And I know better now. Man, watch that nigga, man.
Come on, bro.
Cause Jake know how to slide up in that thing, man.
Hey, Jake is smooth, man. Like
Jake is smooth ass nigga, man.
You gotta be keen, man. You gotta have a high understanding.
God.
If a brother's been so-called reading these certain books for 3 years, but he's still smoking Black and Milds, still fighting niggas. You know what I'm saying? Still going to the club, still chasing after these hoes. You know what I'm saying? Then you gotta be keen to that. Like, damn, is he really reading, or is he telling me that so he can keep me as a friend?
Man, a pair of lips will tell you anything, man. A bitch told me that. That stuck with me. A pair of lips will tell your ass anything, man.
God. That goes for these women too, man. These women that you get with a woman, yeah, she might be going with the whole, humble yourself down, the 1 Timothy, 2 Timothy, you know, going down. But you gotta watch her at the end of the day, man, because she's still a woman. Because when the women came, sin came.
God.
You know? So you gotta watch yourself around these people. You gotta separate yourself from the enemies and take heed with your friends. And realize that you got brothers around you that's trying to do the same thing you trying to do. So you gonna shun them brothers, or you gonna put your time in with them brothers, hang out with them brothers, learn with them brothers, drink with them brothers, cry with them brothers, be angry with them brothers.
Since you said that, I'm gonna start up at verse 6. Actually, Slock at verse 7. Sirach chapter 6, verse 7. If thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first.
Prove him first. So you can have a friend in the world. Say, yeah, man, I read the scriptures all the time, man. I know exactly what you're talking about, man. You gotta prove it. You gotta, and I'm not saying prove him by saying, okay, who is your house sign of reincarnation? Quick, come on. You can't do that, man. You gotta see how you live. You gotta see how you walk.
Your actions speak so loud on here, words you say.
Because your actions push out what you're thinking. So you gotta see how that brother walk. Is that brother eat? Is that brother coming, when y'all go to lunch together, is that brother going to Little Caesars getting the pepperoni pizza?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Is that brother taking cigarette breaks? Is that brother telling you, oh man, hey, old dude got a cold girl, I'm finna make a run at him? Is he doing that? Or is he studying during his lunch breaks? Is he saying, hey man, let's go up to the Greek spot, man. I heard they had some really good food up there, man. Yeah. You know, you gotta look at stuff like that, man. Like the brother brought out. You gotta be keen about things like that. You gotta have a high understanding. You gotta see how that brother walks. You gotta see how that brother talks. You gotta look at that brother. If he's trying to be your friend, because you can yoke yourself with that brother, and he can really be an agent. And you can end up falling out. Just like that. That's all going to be in circumspect.
That's right. So even if you are watching him and all that, he should still have nothing but good to say about you. He shouldn't be able to say anything but, yeah, that brother, he's in the truth. So even if he is an agent, what should his report be? He should have a good report for you. All that nigga do is read and go to camp. Yeah, he don't do nothing. So I don't know why y'all watching him. So even if you prove him and he's not worthy, you should still hold yourself accountable in that situation. And you have to understand what is a friend and what is an associate. A nigga you work with, that's an associate. I wouldn't call him a friend. We can share some laughs together. Hell, if you sat with LeBron James for any amount of time, y'all gonna find something that y'all can see an agreeable eye on. But you ain't gonna call him a friend because y'all laughed about something, right? Yeah, because especially especially somebody that you work with or somebody that you around for something other than y'all just want to be around each other. For example, work, or for example, a relative. If you kind of forced to be in that situation, then you don't really know how that person is.
May I ask one question?
No, just hold on one second. You don't know how that would how that person react. Get the nigga on the camera.
Trust me, brother. I'm a Christian.
Get
And
him on the camera.
I'll come back to you when I come back. Because that's the question I want to know.
That's like
Not
Sammy
all this
Davis
out.
Jr. or something.
Wrong things can be wrong said to wrong people.
I'm gonna continue. Just go ahead.